Hello my friends, my name is Tom, your friend and host with weaponseducation.com. Please thumb up the video, it means a lot to me right now. Please subscribe, tell a friend, and this is per your request, this video. No, it's not on blades, it is on my 10 favorite semi-automatic pistols in my collection. So in one thought, I'm thinking, this is a fun video. And in a second thought in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is a bummer because I left out dozens and dozens and dozens of semi-automatic pistols. So if you don't see a manufacturer or a really cool gun in this video, I'm doing 10 of my favorite. There's really 50. It's because I would have to limit it to 10. So there's more. Now this is not on knives, but this is my favorite knife, the Cold Steel Espada. I told everyone to buy it, and now they're like impossible to get. The large, the medium, the extra large, and that's what this is, and this is what I carry, and it is one sharp puppy. Now let's look at the guns. Top 10, kinda. There's a lot of honorable mentions. But I grabbed these, and we can do a step 2, step 3, step 4 on this, and then I'm gonna do on 1911s. This is no 1911s in this video. Then I can do my top 10 on 1911s and do a phase 2, 3, 4 on that also. And then we can do the rifles, top 10, and I can do a video 2, 3, 4 on that also. So it's impossible to do them all in one video. But I tried to get a really good group of 10 guns here for you to give you an idea of what's going on. Semi-auto only, no revolvers, no rifles, and no 1911. So here is, see it says Glock 10mm. Tammy, please zoom in there. And check this out. How to throw a Glock in here. This is a cool bag. And there's like something like 25, 30 rounds in there. So what am I going to pull out? Which Glock 10mm? Got a lot of mags. Grab and go, grab and go. I've been doing a lot of videos on grab and go in this life we live in now. But my favorite Glock 10mm, I like them all. But here, Glock 20. I'm a big guy, 6'5". 20C with the compensator on the top, and in this video I'm not going to go through all of the functions of each gun because we'll be here for an hour, and I've done an individual video on every one of these pistols. If you just Google whatever the name of the gun is, like Glock 20 weapons education in the subject line, then you'll see the detailed long 20-minute video on that gun. But I do like this, and this one I do keep the PowerTech light laser on the front, which you can just grab with your finger up and down. I kind of help design that because I like that. And Glock 20. All right, now it goes in this bag here, and honorable mention right next to it, its little sister, Glock 29. Okay, 10mm. It's got the extension here to have a full-size mag. Glock 29, any 10mm Glock I like. So there you go. There's one of the top 10, kind of two, but one with an honorable mention of the 29. Now let's look at the next one. Move on and look at other pistols. I grabbed the Sig P220 Equinox. This is one I would not want to live without. It has a slide, well, that will not shine during the day. It will not shine at night. It's a special slide that's in between. It's really beautiful, the Equinox, the finish on the slide, the beautiful grips, and of course the workmanship of Sig, the excellent trigger, and it fits in your hand perfect. So the whole entire 220 line is phenomenal. You can't go wrong with any Sig for that matter. So this is one in the collection that I chose for this video, and like I said, we'll do other videos, phase 2 the next 10, phase 3 the next 10, phase 4 the next 10, and then we'll do revolvers and rifles, and 1911s. Let's go on to another semi-automatic. Look at this one here. This HK USP45 Compact two-tone. What's so special about this HK is the recoil for a 45. I've said it from day one of my channel. If there's one thing you have to do before you die is to shoot an HK 45 to understand the truest quality of the highest quality gun there possibly is on the planet as far as recoil. Go to my video, HK USP 45 Compact. You want this in your collection. It is so smooth to shoot. I promise you, you think you will be shooting a 9mm with a 45. So this is something I couldn't live without. Let's go to another one here. Oh, what do we have here next? I have to show you the FN45. Double stack 45. And a double stack 45, just spectacular, high quality, steel mags. The grips are really aggressive. This is a military grade gun. There is no FN that they sell that you're going to own and say, I don't like it. To me, I'm just talking out loud. You got FN in one class, you got Sig in another class, and you got HK in another class. Those to me are among the top echelon. And I'm not putting anyone else down because of course I own them all. But FN is military grade stuff. So I wanted to show you this. And like I said, if you want to see more details on each gun, just Google FN45 weapons education and you'll see it. Now let's move on to another one I chose for this top 10. Think of what I'm thinking. It's difficult out of 100. I'll grab one here. I'll grab this one. What I have here next is a Sig P320 chambered in 357 Sig. Now, this is among the best shooters in my collection. And the reason why I say that is because, well, number one, it's the gun I've shot the most of everything in my collection. By far, bar none. I've got over 400 hours at the Sig Sauer Academy of training with this gun, shooting 1,500 rounds per week, times week after week, or day after day, or 2 days here, 3 days there, and this has never failed. What is so special about the 320 to me is this trigger. This has a reset that once your brain gets focused on the reset, you will hit your target time and time and time again. Your index finger will pull the trigger and your brain will know exactly how far back it's going to go, and then you'll pull the trigger again without thinking. So I have to put the Sig 320 in here, and this is how I carry it, by the way. You know, I have my holster factory, and I'm carrying a lot of rounds here. This mag here is about 15, but these puppies, this is my shoulder holster. This is my personal company's. Tammy, zoom in on this quality leather. This has got 2 years of wear on it. Look how brand new it looks. This is the dark chestnut, the red stitch, synthetic, high-end, but the mags in here, I had them custom. So if this is under my left arm and you pull it towards your belly button, it tilts and then it snaps back in place. That's how I carry. This is on Weapons Education Holsters. WeaponsEducationHolsters.com. I'll put the link below. But back to the gun. The Sig 320, you can buy kits and change calibers. You simply change the barrel and a couple other parts and you're done. You can go from 9mm to 40 to 357 Sig to 45, and I'm just keeping this at 357 Sig. So this is a real winner. This is something you want. The trigger is the best trigger. Besides something else I'm going to show you here in a moment. They're pretty close. I'll show that one to you next. I'll show the next best trigger to the Sig right now. Let's go to that, and that's why it's part of the top 10. What are looking at here? Gun of the Year, 3 or 4 times in a row on all the major magazines, Guns and Ammo, all of them. Spoke about this at SHOT Show for, oh my gosh, I did a lot of videos on the Walther PPQ 45. Anything Walther makes is good. So if you got any Walther and say, oh, Tom didn't show it, it's a good gun, okay? The same thing like I said with the FN, the Sig, the HKs, your Glocks, it's all good stuff, okay? But this Walther, this trigger on this Walther 45, and I carry this gun a lot on my body. I carry this a lot because the trigger. This has got like a 1911 trigger. And I'm not putting my finger in the finger guard at all in this video just because of safety reasons. But the trigger, I mean, you really have to be careful. People are well known. You know when you go to the range and you see bullet holes in the ceiling and you say, how the heck could that happen? What are people, are they that stupid? Are they morons? They're shooting a gun possibly like this where they go boop and then it flips up and their finger is still touching the trigger and it just has to be a hair and it's going to shoot again. It's called a double tap. And this gun is well known for double taps, meaning you shoot 2 rounds by mistake instead of shooting 1. Because the trigger is so light. Hickok 45 did a video on this, and he said if you miss with this gun, I don't know his exact words, it was something to the effect of, was like, maybe you shouldn't own a gun. That wasn't his exact words, but he was really bragging about how you really can't miss with a Walther PPQ. Because of the perfect trigger, because of the quality barrel, because of the excellent sights, etc., 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 the ergonomics, the feel in your hand. So this Walther PPQ is just something I just couldn't live without. All right, let me show you what's next. Let's go to the next one. I remember when I did my first video on this gun, that was about 8 years ago or so. The Sig Sauer P226 Elite stainless. Oh, stainless frame. Stainless slide. High-end barrel. When you buy a gun, you want to know the quality of the barrel, by the way. You want to know the trigger functions. I've been talking a lot about triggers on this video. You want to know the ergonomics, how it feels in your hand. And this has everything. This is a wide gun. And these, look at the grips, look at the rear end of that. There's no separation down the middle. It's just awesome quality. Rosewood, beautiful, beautiful grips. This is just something, I love the 357 Sig round. The ballistics are spectacular. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little quick story as it comes to me. When I was at Sig Sauer training, I was shooting this gun and 357 Sig, plus I had the 320 and 357 Sig that day, and everyone else in the class was shooting 9s. Now I'm not knocking 9s because I love 9s, but the steel, you know, there's the one challenge is where you got to shoot the steel in a circle. The first guy to get all 9 of them in the full circle wins. The guys who were shooting the 9s, the circle would go like 3 inches, then they have to get again, another 3 inches, another 3 inches. You shoot one whack with a 357 Sig and it goes whoop, whoop, whoop. It just spins around and spins twice. The power of the 357 Sig. And I love the 9s. And I know the new modern day 9mm ammunition's spectacular. That'll be some 9mm. I can do a whole video on all the 9mm in the semi-automatics. But this gun you have to have if you don't have. And again, the name of it is the P226 Elite. Everything about it is perfect. And I'll give you a tip when you buy any gun, high quality, like a Sig or HK or FN, look at the differences here. Does it have a safety or not? Does it have a decocker or not? This one's got both. Maybe you don't want either one of those. It's a whole separate video. I've done videos on decockers and all that. So just think about that. Learn about these. This one's only one-sided here. But learn about your decocker and safeties before you buy a gun. Make sure you understand all the levers on it, okay? And make sure you understand how to disassemble it. Is it difficult? Is it tricky? And how often does it have to be cleaned? And I'm just talking on and on. But I tell you right now, you have to have a P226. I showed you the 220, the Equinox. Let's see what's next. Of course. And trying to get that red box ammo. And yeah, this 5.7 screams quality. FN, like I said, you can't go wrong. Any FN you buy, rifle, pistol, it's not going to be a bad gun. It's going to be a good quality gun, but you got to pay the money. But I tell you right now, I paid $600 less 8 years ago, brand new, than what this costs today. Every one of the firearms I showed you in this video so far cost more now than what they did when I purchased them. And I got to use them. I don't sell guns. I don't think I've ever sold a gun. No. So, I'm a collector. But when I pass away, part of my legacy is to leave a nice firearm collection that's gone up in value. So when you buy guns, I like to buy quality, things that scream quality. Oh, I just thought of another gun I got to show you. See, it's hard to keep track. I have another one I want to show you. This FN 5.7, you know what it is. And it's not a 22. Get that red box ammo. And we know all about what the 5.7 is. And I just wanted to say, yeah, you have to have one. It's very lightweight. It's very accurate. It shoots a long way out there. You'll hit your target at 100 yards with a pistol easy. And you're buzzing out there. I don't have the speed memorized on the different ammo, but it's very fast. It's something like 2,500 feet per second. It's maybe 2,000 feet per second. It's flying. So yeah, this is depending on the ammo you put in it. This is a gun you have to have. FN 5.7. Now I just thought of another one I want to show you. My grab and go pistols, newest to the collection, only a month old, and I'm already all geared up. This is a grab and go gun, such high quality, screaming quality. This is all full of spare mags. Spare mags. German made. Guess the gun. Oh, look at that. 45 ACP. 45 ACP. 13 plus 1. 14 rounds of 45 ACP. And the gun is extremely rare in this color configuration. Look at this beauty. The HK45. Whew. I was so excited when I got this only 2 months prior to this video, and guess what? It's already $700 more than what I paid for it. Prices are going up. These are good investments. I've always said ammunition and quality guns is like a commodity. It goes like gold. It's like gold and silver. It goes up. Quality ammo, quality guns. This HK45, and I'm specifically on the HKs. I'm going to show you something here in a moment. As I mentioned earlier, this is two-tone, by the way. You don't see these with the earth color on the bottom. This is really special. And the mag release, you push straight down, makes so much sense. Look at that, 14 rounds. 13 plus 1 in the chamber. See, now this has a safety and a decocker. It's not striker fired, so understand that, the difference in striker fired and hammer fired. It's got the beautiful night sights on it. It has a rail on the front. This has a perfect trigger. This has the same recoil system as the USP I showed you in the beginning of the video. You think you're shooting a 9, but you're shooting a 45. So those of you who are getting older, you got weak wrists, you might have a physical impairment, and you think a 45 is too much of a bang, spend the money, get the quality, get an HK. Get yourself an HK before you die. At least shoot one. Gosh, it's really an experience. You're going to go, wow, that was a 45? That felt like a 9. Oh, how did they do such genius? Everything about the gun, it's just, the CNC, everything about this gun is just perfect. So I had to show you my newest addition to the collection, the HK45, and then I wanted to show you, this is one of my grab and go systems. And I have, I don't know how many rounds in here, about 500, because there's like 15, 20 rounders, plus what's in here, maybe 400, maybe 350, 400. What's the difference? A lot of rounds. Now, I gotta show you another one. All right, I've got one more final gun to show you, semi-automatic, I couldn't live without. I have to mention double tap ammunition. It's all I use for self-defense in all of my weapons for real. Someday I'll do an ammunition video and show you I did it a long time ago, and people thought I was goofy for showing ammunition. Now they're like, oh, what are you showing your ammunition for? I'm like, well, because it's a gun channel. But if I showed it now, we'd have to go in through a vault room. And it's all like double tap. So keep that in mind when you're buying ammo. I know it's hard to get right now, but go to their website, and every hour it changes. That's my tip. I don't work for them. Here is another gun. Well, let me give you the stats of it. All right. Think of a monster round. You can kind of see the name here. A monster round, a monster gun. It's going 1,300 feet per second. 300 grains out of the double tap. Gosh, you guys know what I'm looking at here. Look at the Desert Eagle. Boy, when I got my hands on this, I'm like, this is going home with me. This is a great find. And it really turned out good. I met the guys at Car Arms at SHOT Show right after I bought this. And they had just at the time, giving you the background of the gun, just at the time purchased Magnum Research. And I spoke to the owner. We became buddies over the years. And I said, well, mine's one of the older 50 AEs made in Israel. This one's really, I think, really the higher quality. And he goes, all right, well, send it in to us. We'll refurbish the whole thing. Just mention our name. So here I am. I always mention their names. Gosh knows how many guns I've sold from the manufacturers. God bless them. Keep selling them, guys. But yeah, Magnum Research, 50 AE, Desert Eagle, gold. A gun like this, 6-inch barrel, you can pull off the gold. And I carry this. This is how I carry it, and I'll tell you right now, this shoulder holster for the 50 AE is the only way to carry it. Zoom in close to hand. Look at this. It fits perfect. This is screaming quality. You can't even squeeze this. It feels like it's polymer. Look at the inside, solid leather. You know, see to give you this is basket weave. Basket weave. And look at the see the inside of the harness. That's not double layer because I don't want this too thick. That's not a double lined purposely on the harness. But look at the inside of the holster itself. It's like the outside. It's double lined. A lot of work. A lot of money. Highest quality leather. WeaponsEducationHolsters.com. And I got guys who are buying 50 AEs and carrying two of these at once. Not necessarily the snakeskin. If they don't like the snakeskin, they just get the leather. It's fine. It's got my logo here at the top. And I'm not doing this video to show you my holsters, but it's just, if I got the gun, I might as well show you how I'm showing it, how I carry it. Look at how it carries 2 spare mags pointed towards your belly button. You don't want them pointed down because gravity pulls them down. Pointed towards your belly button. Pull it out. You got these monster mags. 50 AE. This, of course, this is something I could not live without. Right? 50 AE. What do you think of the 50 AE? And I tell you one thing about the snakeskin. Colt Python owners. There's about 600 of you out there now who have a Python shoulder holster to go with your Colt Python revolver. Congratulations, and they're all 5-star ratings. Guys are just screaming love about these things. They get more addicted to the leather than the guns. But with that said, the link's below for my leather factory, which I'm proud of. You would be proud of too. I couldn't live without this 50 AE. Now I have 2 more guns here. Don't go away. And thumb up the video because I put a lot of work into this, please. Tell your friends to subscribe. This is a cool video. A lot of cool guns. Top semi-automatics. And next time I'll do my second layer of top semis and third and fourth because there's a lot in the collection. And then, like I said, I'll do the revolvers and then I'll do the rifles. And then I'll show you the worst guns I bought. But, yeah, this Desert Eagle, gosh, awesome. And then they refurbished the whole thing for me. All brand new. It shoots like a charm. Ah, perfect. Yeah, that was nice of them to do for me at SHOT Show. So thank you, Magnum Research Car Arms, for refurbishing my 50 AE. I know you're going to watch this. And they comped that for me. That was very nice of them. Now, 2 honorable mentions before we go. Love guns, takes time. 2 honorable mentions. Just keep the camera rolling. I'll go to this HK here. Okay, it's got a longer mag in there for extra rounds. But this is the P220 SK 40 caliber. I have 4 P2000s. Why do I have 4? Well, I don't know. No, the reason why I know is because they all have different. Remember, I was talking about the levers here. One of them is just a safety. This has nothing on it at all. Nothing. No safety, no decocker, no nothing. So some of them, I bought one because, well, it's got a safety. I bought another one because, well, it's got a safety and decocker and things like that. So, but this one's my favorite of all of them. It's got nothing on it. No safety, no decocker, 40 caliber, small, never fails. It's fired by a hammer fired, and it's got a huge trigger guard. So if you're wearing gloves on all HKs, they got the huge trigger guard with this little pocket monster 40 caliber, which is basically a shorter 10 millimeter. And I showed you the 10 millimeter Glock in the beginning. And here's another honorable mention. This gun here. Can you guess what it is just by looking at it? It's not in production anymore. This is a good collector here. This is a Sig Sauer P232. Now on the slide, it's too hard to zoom in, but we'll try. We'll try right there. I don't know if can you see that? Zoom in right there. I doubt you'll see it. But it says 9 millimeter Kurs. But this is a 380. This is a P232 380. I think the best ergonomic 380 ever made. And you guys correct me, I believe this was in a lot of James Bond movies. This exact P232 380. I could be wrong. But you movie buffs will know. And I just love this. It was one of my first guns. I was a teenager, maybe 18, 19, and I tell you right now, spectacular. P232. And there you have it. I don't know, I threw out 12, 13, 14 guns, something like that. Guys, I care a lot about you. Every gun I showed you is a winner. And phase 2, I can show you more semis. I'll show you revolvers in the future. I'll show you this is just within my collection. It's not, I'm not saying these are what's best. This is just what I can show you. But I know the Smith M&Ps are good. I know, and I have Berettas, and I have CZs, and I've got a little bit of everything. But I just grabbed these for now for this video. So thumb it up. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you love, so we can learn from each other. Gosh, we're a unique group. We got to stick together. All right, I got my energy out tonight. All right, I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling it tonight. I feel good. Thank you for your support and your prayers for me when I was ill. I think of that a lot. I want to leave it at that. God bless everyone, and God bless this country right now. Boy, do we need it. Take care, my friends. Love you all. Bye.